online, it says that Omaha is the most drug-addicted city in America. Does that surprise you?
No. Reducing drug use.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carrie.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
We're seeing big pharma on the streets, and we're seeing a lot of drugs, mainly fentanyl. And the bad thing about fentanyl is just little grams to kill you.
How is fentanyl getting into this country? Does anyone know the source, where it comes from, how it gets here?
China, and they're being sold to the groups like Sinaloa in Mexico, and then trafficking it across the border.
Now we are seeing students as young as first grade who have had drug issues. Oh, big pharma, in my mind, they are the people that needed to be held accountable. They've been getting off scot-free, if you ask me.
My son,
I used to work at an after-school program, bro. 7th graders will be like, "Yo, bro, you trying to spark up after this shit, bro? Yo, bro, you trying to light one? You trying to light a spliffy? Yo, you want to smoke this spliff?" Like, dog, these niggas fresh out of 13, bro. Like, you haven't even, like, experienced masturbation and you're doing drugs? But it's like, is this really, like, the gateway drug, bro? How many more hits until I'm hitting the...
or the kid next door.
See, now I'm scared to take a hit.
They want that kid's life to end because of what they're doing to make a buck. They're killing people's kids.
Addiction is giving up everything for one thing, but recovery is...
I mean, whoa, but at the same time, they're willingly doing it. You can be like, oh, that's not... Oh, you don't understand how addiction works. You have to willingly be like, yo, bro, I want to try Fent. You have to deadass be on some, yo, do you want to try Fent? Like, that's how the addiction starts, because niggas want to try shit. Like, bro, just be normal. I'm enjoying my marijuana, bro. I don't think... Well, maybe coke. One day. I've done shrooms. And, like, I took pills, but I didn't know what they were. I'm a bad example. But I'm only sticking with the banyan. I'm only sticking with flour, bro. Like earthful beings.
Next, we had to speak to a former drug dealer that can give us insights on how narcotics are moving through this area.
So we're heading to a trap house in Omaha, talk to a dealer, get inside their head. Tell me about the drug scene in Omaha. Have you ever felt bad for a customer?
At the end of the day, people are grown. It's their own responsibility to handle their shit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do the drugs, not let the drugs do you, whatever it is you're doing.
What made you decide to get into the game?
This nigga's speaking that talk, and a lot of y'all fent heads, if a fent head, like, somehow has TikTok and somehow sees this, you're doing it to yourself. Like, see, if I dilute myself to fent because of this cart, that would have been on me, bro. It'll be on me, bro. Bro, sometimes, like, I'm scared, like, what if, like, the cart's laced, bro? And, like, what if, like, my shit got... That's one of my biggest fears, bro. What if my shit got fent? I'm annoyed now. This is why I only caught from the dispo.
Out of necessity, like out of survival, because I lost my job, a lot of different things were going on, I got in trouble with the law, and I was just trying to figure myself out.
And here all... What can you tell...
The golf ball elbows. What y'all think? Would y'all go crazy or...
Body there.
What does your first hit of meth feel like?
Superman. Euphoria, energy. I was at work, I was mowing lawns, and I had a hangover from the night before, and my boss was like, dude, what's wrong? What's going on, man? Usually, you know, you're doing a good job at work. Man, I got a hangover, I feel like crap, you know, whatever. He's like, go talk to my brother. So I went and talked to the brother. He pulls out a bag of meth, took a big old snort, and I'm mowing lawns like nobody's business. I'm running around with a weed eater and just tearing people's lawns apart. It was glorious.
So it started out pretty innocent.
Yeah, within weeks, I'm staying up for days on end. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to work at 6. I need to get more dope. Can't find any more dope. Can't go to work. And the cycle began.
My first experience with it was I was using marijuana at the time, and my friend came over, and I took a hit of meth, and it really didn't do anything for me then. I don't know if it was because I was already prescribed amphetamines, legal amphetamines. And then years down the road, after I got into some trouble in a different city, I was on probation and I was kind of trying to be clean, and a girl said to me that I was seeing at the time, she said, well, this will make sex better. Of course, I'm all for it. You know, if it's gonna make sex better, why not?
How'd you find your way here? What's your story?
What if I'm on some, yo, let me try it once? You feel what I'm saying?
I got in trouble with the law. I was addicted to
That's
meth
so
for
bad.
like 13 years.
Our next stop is talking to drug dealer Shakedown, who is currently facing federal time for her narcotics operation. We wanted to talk to someone that had hands-on experience with fentanyl. Here's what we learned.
How would you describe yourself?
Just try to get a dollar, take care of my people.
So what are you currently up against right now?
Facing about 9 to 10 years.
I know this doesn't look like DDG.
Methamphetamine, fentanyl, cocaine.
DDG got that same forehead and eyebrow combination.
So it's gonna be different.
Do you think there's any shot at beating the case, or what is you like? What are you looking at?
No, I don't think so. It's nothing that's gonna stop me from going to prison for some time. I ain't started, really hustling, like selling narcotics and whatnot until 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Before that, I was hitting licks, like robbing people, going to people's cars, going to people's houses, and doing what I could to just stay afloat. I was introduced to selling drugs, and I was like, damn, I ain't gotta beat nobody up no more. I ain't gotta do all this. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta do all this. Put my life at risk. Put your life at risk. You know what I mean? You put people through that. You put people.
Did bro just try to make robbing people sound like, bro, he just tried to make it seem like it wasn't what it is. Yeah, bro, so I don't have to rob people no more. Nigga, rob? You don't have to hurt people? You don't have to put people's lives at risk? Nigga.
Kids do that.
Have you ever felt bad for a customer?
Before I ever started selling fentanyl, I lost my girlfriend. My girlfriend before this, I didn't give a f. I was like, if I'm gonna lose somebody, y'all gonna lose somebody. I kind of like numbed up after a while. Like,
what are the drugs that are going through Omaha right now? Like, what are the biggest drugs that people are selling?
fentanyl super heavy right now. They don't even want heroin no more. Fentanyl is synthetic heroin. That's what they're going for. They want that shit immediately.
What was your childhood like?
I was in the system. I was locked up. Like, I've been locked up since I was 14.
What were you booked for?
Distributing and conspiring to confederate methamphetamine, fentanyl, and cocaine over 400 but less than 700 grams.
How much money does all that cost?
That'd be like 50,000.
And then what can you flip that into?
Hey,
You get 50,000 straight up, but you ain't find people, you gonna flip that to 150,000 easy.
The first hit of fentanyl, what is that like?
If you are constantly a person that deals with trauma and traumatic situations, it's gone for a minute, you know what I mean?
Do you think most drug users and even drug sellers are running away from trauma, and drugs are kind of the way to like patch up the pain?
Hell yeah. I feel like it's never the drugs, it's the experiences that you've been through that made you, gravitate